Welcome to a lot of our whoop again. Welcome to another free flow. This is going to be a fun one because we're going to be doing this figure 4 shape in a flow. So I'm going to take you to a left and right of that, and it's going to be at the end part of this class. So in the very beginning, I'm going to take you to kind of like a lot of yoga drills, if you will. So yoga drills meaning it's going to be a lot of like repetitive type of movements. So this is my type of strength and flexibility drills, and you'll see why. But again, just like with any of our free flow classes, make sure to fully warm up your body because everybody is going to be different when it comes to warming up. This is more of an advanced class. And yeah, make sure that before you leave to give this video a thumbs up if you end up, of course, enjoying this class. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload another class like this. All you will need is your yoga mat, and let's begin. Alright, we're gonna start in child's pose. So I want you to sit anywhere on your mat and sit on your heels. Extend your hands fully. Palms are shoulders distance apart. Okay? And then from here, look in between your palms. Take a deep breath in. Maybe close your eyes. Hold your breath for a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale as slow as you can. Again, inhale deeply through the nose. And as you hold your breath, you're going to drop your forehead down on the mat and melt down into your exhalation. One more time. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through your nose. Let's start to wiggle our child's pose by leaning to the left and leaning to the right. And at the same time, you're feeling your heels really pushing all the way to your bum, right? Or your butt cheeks. Pressing it firmly and also massaging the tops of your feet and also your ankles here. Rolling your ankles here left and right. Good, and staying with your breath, noticing where is tight in your body. If you have any tension, we're going to try to work on that here, on this flow. Continuing to breathe normally. Alright, steady child's pose. I want you to look straight ahead, extend your arms fully, and you're going to lift your hips up as you tuck your chin to your clavicle, rounding your back, shifting your weight forward. And then as you reach forward, you're going to shift back, arch your back, tailbone is pointing up, and you're going to push all the way down to your child's pose. Good. Now we're going to pair it with our breath. Inhaling, rolling your spine forward. And exhaling as you push all the way back. Back bend now. Look up, tailbone up, arch your back. Sit back onto your child's pose. One more time. Roll forward. Inhale. And roll back. Exhale. Good. Now from here, you're going to lift your hips up, curl the toes under, lift the knees up, and downward facing dog. Good. Now let's start to pedal the feet. Bending one knee at a time here. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to roll our spine again forward, coming into our downward dog. Good. Roll forward, inhale. And you're going to dip your hips upward facing dog. Good. Your toes are still curled under. Shift forward and back. Shift forward and back, staying with your breath, and you're really pushing yourself up from the mat. Just a gentle back bend. Now push back, downward facing dog. Good. Let's do that again. Roll your spine forward, but this time you're gonna protract your shoulder blades to your high plank. And as you squeeze your glutes down, you're gonna dip your hips and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, protract your shoulder blades, and 1. Now shift forward as you dip your hips to your upward facing dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna push up to your normal plank. So like a diagonal plank that you're probably used to, and then all the way up. Protract your shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes down, and again, diagonal plank, and then dip your hips, upward dog. Good, let's do this. More, diagonal plank, protract your shoulder blades, plank, diagonal plank, dip your hips down. Okay, again, plank, high plank, your mid plank, and upward facing dog. Again, mid plank, protracting your plank, mid plank again, straight plank, and upward facing dog. Good job. Push back, downward facing dog. Good. Now roll your spine forward. Inhale. And exhale, just gonna roll back, focusing now your attention to your wrist, right? So really pressing firmly down as you keep on rolling your spine forward and back. So we're warming up the wrists and at the same time our spine. So our whole body here. Staying with your breath. Beautiful job. Now from your upward facing dog, you're gonna lift your right leg up, point the toes, bring it down. Left leg up, point the toes, bring it down. Right leg up, bring it down. Left leg up, bring it down. Now you're not done, you're gonna shift more forward and back. We're warming up the back this way. Okay, now from here, you're gonna look to the right and then forward, look to the left. Forward, again, look to the right and try to see if you could look to your foot. And then forward again, and then left, look to your foot. Good, back to your center, push back, downward facing dog. Good, one big breath in. Exhale now, side out. Good, right leg lift all the way up, point the toes and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. And as you really push yourself up, your shoulders are now away, or really close to your ears rather. And you're continuing to flex and point the toes. And really push, push, right? So you're not dumping, you're really pushing all the way up. See the difference there, right? Feel that difference. It's really important. All right, bend the knee, send it in, knee to chest, lift it up outside of your right shoulder. Hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, look to your knee, and 1. Lift it up again, 1, 3-legged dog, good. Knee to chest, this time tap the left shoulder. Look to your left shoulder as high as you can, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up again, 3-legged dog. Good, now let's take our vinyasa. We're gonna roll our spine, 1-legged high plank. Now shoulders will be past your wrist. Lower down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good job. All right, let's start to pedal the feet one more time here. Catch the breath, find that steady breath. All right, now left leg all the way up. Point the toes and flex. Point, flex, point, flex. Now again, if you're dumping, you want to push all the way up. Shoulders are now next to your ears, continuing to point and flex that lifted toe. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, now send it in, knee to chest, lift it high, and you're gonna tap the outside of your left shoulder. Look to your left knee, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up, 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, send it in. This time, tap the right shoulder. Twist your body, look to your right knee, left knee rather. 5, 4. Lift it high. 3, 2, 1. Lift it up again. Inhale. And knee to chest. Exhale. Good. Inhale again. Lift up. And this time, you're gonna roll your spine forward, 1-legged high plank. Shoulders now past the wrist. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Good. Now let's pedal the feet one more time as we steady our breath. Good. Now drop the knees. Good. Finding your tabletop and push back. Child's pose. Again, tabletop and child's pose. For 5. Tabletop, child's pose. Good. 4, 3. We're warming up our body. 2 and 1. Good. Push back to your child's pose variation with the curled toes under. Good. And just continue to kind of pulse it up and down, right? You're warming up the toes just as well. Good. Now roll your spine forward. This time, you're gonna extend the right leg out. Okay? Send it in, knee to chest for 5. Out. 4. Out. 3. Out. 2. Out. 1. Now all the way, send it to your as high as you can, and you're gonna wrap that knee outside of the other knee now, coming into your shoelace position, stacking your knees. Good. Grab your soles or your feet here with your hands as you wiggle your butt cheeks here, left and right. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, left hand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bend the elbow and tap that back. And right hand will now grab behind. So if you're down here, that's fine. You're just trying your best to clasp your fingertips to meet. It doesn't have to meet. Just try your best. You're just working on your shoulder mobility here. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. If you can't, that's fine. Just stay wherever you are. Inhale here, and if you need to just fold like here, that's fine. So just trying your best and checking where your mobility is currently at, right? So you want to breathe here, inhalation, exhalation down. Good. Release the bind, and this time you're gonna try to do the compass pose by grabbing either your foot or the ankle, wherever you feel here, right? This is gonna depend on your flexibility, mobility, and you're just gonna swing your right leg first. Swing it right, swing it left, bending and straightening the knee. Good. Lubricating the joints, right? And then from here, try to see if you could straighten and swing that right hand inside of that right leg as you thread your left or your head to your left arm, and then swing this right hand wherever you feel good right now. If you really want to lift your right butt cheek, that is up to you. We're doing our compass pose. Look to the left, look up, breathe in, breathe out. Good. To release, slow and controlled, you're gonna stack again the right knee on top of the left. Okay, this time, as you wiggle more your butt cheeks, you're gonna crawl your fingertips to that tabletop position, knee to chest, send it back up to your tabletop. Good. Push back, adjust yourself, wiggle your child's pose here, left and right, and then coming to your tabletop. Good. Left leg out. Send it in, 4, 5. Out. 4, out. 3, out. 2, and last one, we're gonna hold. Hold it, protract your shoulder blades, squeeze, 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 everything is tight. And you're gonna curl it outside of that right leg as you sit down, finding your shoelace again, stacking your knees, grabbing your feet, left and right, and then wiggling your butt cheeks some more. Good job. This time, right hand all the way up. Inhale. Stretch your spine. Exhale, bend the right elbow, tap the back. Good. Left hand now sweeps behind you. Inhale. Exhale, bend the left elbow. Now see if you could lift it as high as you can. No pushing. Try to clasp your fingertips if you can for your gomukhasana, cow face arms. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale to fold. Up and fold. Now you can do this at your own pace. finding your own breath rhythm. So maybe inhalation and exhalation is longer depending on how you're currently feeling. Go by how you feel. And again, if you can't fold all the way and you're just here and it's already super tight, that's fine, right? So you want to just pulse it up and down and making sure that you're not back bending. You want to tuck in your rib cage and then pulse it up and down. Good. Or bigger if you like. Right? One more time. And I'll meet you back up. Release the bind, shake it up, and you're gonna grab that left foot outside or the ankle, whichever you prefer, okay? This is also gonna depend on your flexibility, if you're limited in your hamstrings, right? Whichever you can reach. So just find what works best for you. So you wanna stretch it and bend first, and then you can try to swing it left and right. Swing and bend, swing. Bend, so you kind of like imagine you're lubricating your hip joints, right? And then all the way, if you can either lift the left butt cheeks up for your compass pose, or you could ground the butt cheeks depending again on how you're currently feeling, right? Again, welcome to the compass pose on your other leg. You can even play with a twist to warm up your twist. Left, right, and maybe sitting down, both of your butt cheeks as you reach your left hand all the way out. Good. Look up and breathe. Good. To release, again, slow and controlled. Now this time we're gonna do our lotus pose. So stacking that left foot on top of the right thigh and then the other foot. I'll just adjust myself on the mat here. And then from here, find what works best for your lotus. If you're not comfortable here, you could just do your cross-legged style or sukhasana. And then we're just gonna pulse again up and down. This is also really good to work on your compression. If you notice, if you can actually lift it as high as you can, you will notice your belly is now pressing onto the heels. Right? This is good for, again, digestion, anything that kind of helps to massage our organs. Inhaling and exhaling. Focusing your attention to wherever is like moving, right? You could even reach forward and back. Again, up and sides. Again, forward and sides. So you can play with this as you forward fold and up. Inhale and exhale. You can do it at your own pace, maybe hands behind your neck, and you can twist from here. Twist to the right, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your center, deep inhale, lengthen your spine, inhale. Now twist to the left, again, same thing behind the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, coming back to your center. Now this time, you're gonna try to plant your palms down, just next to your bum, okay? And you're just gonna play with this feeling. So you're gonna lift the knees up and down. Up, down, up, down. Again, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And as you do this, work on that compression, right? Compress down, really compress. And you're not relaxing here. You're really working on the muscles, right? Good. Now see if you could actually lift up from here. When you fold your knee up, really press your hands firmly down and see if you could lift. You could play with some baby lifts, right? Lifts and lift. Now, if you're comfortable enough, maybe you could lift all the way up. You could adjust your hands to wherever you feel good here. Now, it's not gonna be shoulders distance because it's a little bit wider, right? Because of your knees. So from here, you basically lean down, right? And your knee is down on the mat. From here, you're gonna lift the bum from the mat and all the way up if you can. Now, this is gonna require a lot of compression, and then you could play here. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, hover. I'm not really bringing it all the way down, I'm hovering. This is so good for your core, and everything else is working good. Now all the way down. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Good. And just come back to your center. You're gonna slide your hands forward all the way, like a forward fold, but in lotus. Now from here, you're gonna shift your weight forward. So now you're coming to the knees. If this is too much for you, you should not be doing it if you're tight or if it hurts, okay? So now you can walk your knees out as we do our puppy pose. So this is a very deep puppy pose. We're just gonna try to push back and then push forward to your up dog. All right, push back, puppy pose style, and upward dog style. Right, so now you can adjust yourself from here. If your hips are more flexible, this is gonna be easier for you. Of course, if you're very tight, this is gonna be impossible for you, right? So you find what works best for you. If you need more cushion for your knees, then put some cushion there, maybe some blankets, and continuing to breathe. This is such a great way to help open up the hips and also the back, right? Back bend, all right? So wherever you're comfortable, if you're comfortable enough to do this kind of up dog shape, I know it looks very intense, but trust me, it actually is so good when you get used to it. All right, now from here, you're just gonna crawl your fingertips towards you as you come onto your sitting position or lotus pose. Beautiful job. Untangle your legs, shake it up, and coming to your dandasana, seated L-shaped position. Inhale as you reach your hands up, and exhale to fold. Again, open the butt cheeks. I always say this in my videos, left and right, to make sure that you're grounded, and this allows for your tilt to be really on an anterior tilt, right? So to help you with your fold, so you're not rounding your back. When you're actually rounding here and you're trying to reach your toes, there's really nothing happening here as much. So you know, you want to really keep your back straight. It doesn't have to be all the way fold. If wherever you can keep your back straight, then you just stay there, right? So this is going to depend on everybody's flexibility. But it's just good to try it if you're a beginner, you know, or if you're just like starting with all these, because then you know, oh my gosh, I didn't know that the body can actually do that, right? For me, that was like, wow, I never knew I could do all of these. This is great to just like pulse yourself up and down to also help with your hamstrings and your back. You know, simple movements. All right, now let's try to play with sequences. But first, let's also warm up the arms. We might not have warmed up fully. So from the dandasana shape, I want you to grab your right butt cheek with the left hand. So kind of an opposite shape, right? Opposite direction, right? From here, the one underneath, which is the left hand for me, you're gonna slide it out and you're gonna face now the back, twisting your body, and you're gonna draw a big circle with your hand. And then you're gonna draw and drop it to that same spot, right? And then inhale again, other side, big circle, and exhale as you draw or drop it down. Round your back. Inhale the other hand. Big circle, straighten your body, twist your body, and side bend. Everything is working there. And drop it down, round your back. Good, do that again. Inhale. And exhale. And really feeling your all the way, your shoulder, like rotator cuff, right? Like really all the way, stretch. Breathe. Good job. Now from here, let's slide our feet towards us and grab your heels, and let's take our half boat, lift it up, and the full boat pose. Good. Now from here, you're gonna loosen that heels, right? Hands to your sides, and you're gonna drop one knee at a time, or bend one knee at a time, drop one foot at a time. Okay? We're doing this for 10, 9, 8. You can place your hands wherever you like. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Hold it. 5. Lift your torso up. Straighten your V shape. 2 and 1. Feet together. Butterfly pose or baddha konasana as we shift forward and open the hips more. Good. Now you're really helping to push those knees out, and you really want to stretch forward your torso, right? And all the way push down. Of course, again, no pushing, just to where it feels good stretch. You could even place your hands or fingertips down and you really feel, you know, you can walk your butt cheeks like what you saw me did in a little bit there. Right, and now you can rest onto your forearms. Breathe in, breathe out. This is such a great way to just help open also your hips for your middle splits if you're working on that. Even what we did earlier, that lotus shape, that's so good for that. All right, now we're gonna find our downward facing dog. Who feels like you're loosened up, right? Around the hip joints. All right, plant your palms down, step your feet, downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's do some fun sequence. Are you ready? Let's roll our spine forward. Inhale. Roll back to your exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward. Inhale, plant that right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4 shape. Exhale, shift forward, high plank. Inhale, push back. And exhale, you're gonna pivot that standing heel to the left side. It's coming to your side plank in that figure 4 shape, all the way right hand up. Good, and drop it down. Coming again to that stretch figure 4 shape, and then forward high plank. Now you're gonna spin to the other side this time. Okay, and left hand all the way up. From here, you're gonna try to see if you can loosen that right leg all the way, straighten it forward, hold it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to that figure 4 shape as you sit back, left hand down, and now coming to your high plank. Good job. Hold it, 5, 4, push yourself up, 3, 2, and 1. Let's try to take our vinyasa from here, okay? Shift forward. And from here, bend the elbows, not to just where you can. Upward dog. And downward facing dog. Good job, that's a great challenge, all right. Now let's lift the right leg all the way up and downward facing dog. Let's walk the dog, left and right. And let's do that on the other side. When you're ready, inhale, lift the left leg all the way up. Knee to chest, exhale. Good. Inhale, send it to your right thigh. Inhale here. And as you exhale, high plank. Let's do this for 2. Inhale, push back. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, push back. Exhale, high plank. Good. Now you're gonna shift, pivot that right heel to the left. Okay, from here, right hand all the way up, like a side plank. Challenge yourself, you got this. Hold it for a little bit, lift the hips, and drop it right down. And then push back again, kind of like that child's pose variation in a figure 4 shape. And shift forward, high plank. Now pivot that right heel down to the right side as you do side plank on the other side. Left hand all the way up. Good. Whoo. Hold it for a little bit. You got this. Now we're not gonna extend that. Left hand up and then shift back. All right. Again, shift forward. And this time you're gonna pivot again to the other side plank. Right hand up. Good. And now from here, you're gonna bend the knee and you're gonna grab that left foot outside. Okay, kind of like the compass pose we did earlier, but this time you're gonna try to straighten both of your knees, slow and controlled, all the way to your Visvamitrasana variation. Out, you know, the elbow is outside, just to where you can, and then forward, hold it, point the toes, release if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now you can wrap that eagle legs to the other leg and twist. Bend the knee. Drop your right hand down. Good job. Let's take our vinyasa in this figure 4 shape. Push back. Good. Shift forward. High plank. Shoulders past the wrist. Inhale. Chaturanga exhale. Inhale, up dog. exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. That's such a great way to open up the hips. Okay, inhale, lift the left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. And exhale, just drop the foot down, downward facing dog. Good. Start to pedal the feet again here. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Was that intense for you? It's a great hip opening. Woo! All right, now shift forward. High plank. From here, you're gonna shift back and twist your feet. Now you're gonna face the left side. Your knees facing the left, your bum is facing the right. Shift forward again and then do the opposite direction. More twists. Shift forward, twists. You can do this at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Okay, just do this whatever you feel here. Maybe you want to stay longer in your twist here. Stretch the body. And start to play with it, right? You could even do some spinal waves on the side, right? We always do spinal waves front, but we're not doing the sides, right? So good for the obliques too. Okay, the other side. Spinal waves forward and back. Forward and back. Good job. Now let's come back to our downward dog. Big breath in. Exhale, side out. Good. Now we're gonna walk close to our hands by keeping your knees as straight as you can, and then you're like leaning to the right, leaning to the left. Baby steps all the way to your right hand and your left. Good. Now if you reach the top, see if you could come into your chair pose. You could either lift your heels or you could just drop it down. Bend the knee, find your balance. I'd like to challenge myself here. Hands in a prayer position if you like. Chair pose. You could just drop your heels if you can. And hands all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, hands to your heart. Hold it one more time. A few more here. Inhale, reach all the way up. Come up to stand. And exhale, dive all the way down. Konasana. Inhale, find your flat back. And exhale, plant your palms down. Step back to your high plank. Good. Shift forward. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to your child's pose. You can relax your forehead on the mat. You could either grab your heels or keep your hands in a forward position. And I like my elbows really dropping down, melting down, and feeling your body. Namaste, yogis. I hope you had fun in that free flow. Tell me how you feel about that. Probably very weird for you. That figure 4 shape is something I really love to do when I like to open up my hips. It will help so much with almost anything that involves lower body flexibility. And of course, you need a very mobile back and at the same time shoulders. Like I always say, a full body mobility and flexibility is needed when you're working on hips or back bends, right? Everything is synergistically working together in your body. Make sure that before you leave, if you enjoy, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!